What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have my brother with me with his car and we're going to be doing a wheel bearing. So yeah, let's get into it.
So we're doing a wheel bearing on my car here. It's a 2002 Volkswagen Jetta, and as you can see the wheel bearing is really loose, and so we're going to be replacing that so that way it doesn't wobble anymore. All right, so I got my 17 millimeter and we're going to remove the wheel. All right, now that we have the wheel removed, we're going to end up removing the caliper, the rotor, and then the cap once we get that all off. Let's get into it.
And those bolts were, what were they?
13 millimeter.
13 millimeter.
So in this one, you have to rotate it backwards and then out. All right, now that we got the caliper off, we are going ahead and move this caliper mounting bracket. They were in there really good, so we ought to remove the bottom one. So I'm gonna quick pull this out of the way, pull this off. And now we're gonna remove that other bolt on the top here. These are an 8 millimeter Allen key. All right, now we're just gonna set this to the side. Now we're gonna go ahead and remove this cap right here. Just take this flathead, get it behind the lip, and then just pop it loose like that. Now just take the screwdriver and twist it, go around it. There we go. All right, now we're gonna take our 12.30 millimeter to get this bolt out of here, or nut. If you don't have a impact gun like this, you might have to take the cap off, put the tire back on, lower on the ground, and do like a breaker bar to get this loose. But if you have impact, that's great. I don't think this will slide off. We're probably gonna have to get a puller. Yeah.
We could try persuading it with the purse.
All right, so I have this 3-jaw puller here. We're just gonna put it over top of the housing here, and this will help us extract the outer part of the bearing. You can use a hand wrench, or I have an impact here. And as you can see, those bearings just fell out, and there's a couple more in here, but you can definitely tell this was bad. So as you can tell, the racer is stuck onto the axle shaft here. So we're actually going to end up using this gear puller or bearing puller.
For a lot of people, you guys might not have one of these, so it's just a lot of patience, hammer, and a screwdriver. Really, that's what I did when we didn't have these tools. But yeah, just want to point that really.
So you can sometimes get these at the auto parts stores. They'll let you rent these, so you don't have to actually spend the money and buy them. You can actually get this one at Harbor Freight if you have a Harbor Freight local. So if you can afford one, go and pick one of these up. It'll make your life a lot easier. So we're just going to tighten this down onto the actual racer here. Hand tighten it down, and then I'll use the wrench to snug it up. Spin it on that side. Doesn't need to be super tight. And then we'll just do the same thing we did. Hopefully this slides right out. Now, as you can tell, this side I busted here, but it's out far enough now that we can get behind it. So now that we had it out part way, we can get this behind the bearing racer. So hopefully we can get this off the rest of the way. Alright guys, now we got our new bearing. We're going to install this one on now. So I'm just going to carefully try to get it straight as possible. And we can't get the nut onto the stud here. So I'm just going to take this block of wood and take Caleb's purse here. And carefully tap it in until we can get it on. And there you go. Popped on pretty easy. And now that we got it on there partly, now we can just throw this in here. And then I'm gonna grab the wrench. And our socket here. I'm just going to start tightening it up. And this will keep it evenly pressed in, so you don't have to worry about it getting hung up. Alright. Okay, there I have it snug down a little bit. And now we're going to get the torque wrench, and we're going to torque that up. Alright, so we forgot to get this on video, but I'm going to quickly explain to you. We're also going to throw up a picture of the manual where it shows us the torque specs, so that way you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about here. So first off, you're going to set your torque wrench to 148 foot-pounds, and we're just going to put this on and tighten it down until it clicks. Then, once we do that, then you're going to take your wrench and you're going to loosen it half a turn, and then you're going to take your wrench off. And then I'm going to use this little pin hole right here on here. That's the rotor screw. And I'm just going to rotate this after you loosen that half a turn, so it's on the other side now instead of over here. Then you're going to take your torque wrench and retighten it to 37 foot-pounds. So we'll put that back on there, tighten it down until it clicks. And then after that, we're going to set the wrench. I always do straight up. So click it until it's basically straight up. And then we're going to do after we tighten it down to 37, we're going to additionally turn it on 60 degrees. So 90 degrees would be completely flat with the upright position, and we're going to end up going right about here. and then you just take it, tighten it down, and then you should be good at that point, and this should still spin freely. If this doesn't spin with, like, when you might have to put the wheel on it, but if it doesn't spin by hand with the wheel on it, then it must have done something wrong. Alright, now we're going to do the same steps but in reverse. So we're going to start with the rotor. Alright, so we got those finished up. We got these all torqued up to 89 foot-pounds, and that's how you replace a wheel bearing.
Alrighty guys, appreciate you watching that video, and thanks to my brother for bringing his car up and doing a wheel bearing with us. Quick reminder, it's not the car you choose to build, it's what you choose to build the car. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and a comment, and consider subscribing as well. There you go. Jake, blow the car up.